guys, welcome back to my channel. The other day I got this painting out and it reminded me that I loved this double border. So I'm going to show you how I painted a painting with a double border. You just need two types of tape and a subject. My subject was Grevillea and I've abstracted some of the little buds. Here's how I did it. I've got a Bauhong block. I'm going to use thick tape and thin tape. So I'm going to go thick on the outside. So we've got one border with the fat tape and it will leave a thin border. And come down to about there. There. I'm running my thumbnail over the corners where the tape meets because I seem to find that that's a point of egress. Part of the success of this painting is the anchoring over here, almost there, here, here and here. So I think I'll try and repeat that. Oopsie. I do recall that I didn't use the whole Grevillea flower. I used a few pieces, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take off a couple of pieces off the side there. And that way I'm dramatically simplifying it. So I'll have one line going that way and one line going that way. In my background I'm going to put Moonglow. I've been having a little love fest with Moonglow at the moment. So cheaper brush to reconstitute the Moonglow. I'm going to wet my page. Really generous amount of water. And I know this brush is going to suck up masses of paint, but that's okay. It's a wet, watery wash. And being a beautiful grey, it will support the other colours that are going to go on top, particularly yellow. This will ensure that if there's any excess paint, it's not going to travel back into the painting. I'm going to dry this so that I can get onto the next. Moonglow is one of these colours that separates out into two colours. So you can see a pinky hue and you can also see a really beautiful greeny blue, kind of like a turquoise. So how perfect if I paint, if I use turquoise as my green. This is phthalo turquoise and I've already got some there on my palette. I'm going to use the same cheap brush and reconstitute phthalo green, phthalo turquoise. What's it called? Phthalo turquoise. Right, the cadmium yellow there. This is aureolin. I'm going to start with the yellow because yellow is affected by all the other colours. So I don't want it to get dominated too quickly. So I'm going to paint in some lovely swatches of yellow. Or some yellow underpainting possibly. And then just soften off that edge. Off to nothing. Oops, I'm moving the Moonglow, I'm afraid. That's not ideal. Back to the yellow. And this one, which is facing this way, is a beautiful batch of yellow here. Here. To try and paint more carefully, I think. Here. And down in this bulbous part. Okay, be more gentle as I soften this one out. I will want to keep the Moonglow in place. That's better. Soften. Oopsie, I just flicked water everywhere. Soft, soft. Okay, that's better. I'm going to dry it again. These beautiful long stem-like things, so I might go for them first. Up. into here. Grab another brush fast as I can to add some yellow. Just wanting to add another dimension to that pink, and into it can also go some moon glow, little touches of moon glow. So you can see that all of the colours dominate the yellow, and that's why I've painted them first. Okay, that was good. Back to my pink, and I'll do this one now because that worked nicely. That goes up and it comes down and around to this shape. Dump the brush into the yellow and change it, and change it, and add to this beautiful shape, and straight in for some, I think I'll go a touch of green on this one. Green, green. Lovely. Now the stems are a yellowy green, but I'm going to go for green. I'm going to start with the yellow, which I have over here, and I'm going to do it here, and these are the same. Go straight into the turquoise, turquoise. That's good. And then these have a beautiful intense red, and they go from yellow to orange to red. So I'm going to reapply my yellow here, down to here, and keep going up to there, and switch straight into the pink, and bring the pink up and into that yellow there. And that way I get this beautiful wet in wet happening. And the pink so easily dominates that it's really a joy to run the brush into the yellow. That goes into there. See if I can drop some yellow in there. Put some green in here. If I keep a separate brush for yellow, I don't have to constantly wash that brush off. Okay, we're up to this one here, and this one I'm going to treat a little differently because I want this one to come forward and that one to go backwards. So I'll start off with the same yellow. See if I can get a lovely wet in wet happening, and then go in for some moon glow. Make it grayer, and then see if we can pop in some beautiful pink into that. And then I get this beautiful range of colour using watercolour to its advantage. And hopefully the first one jumps out a little more. Go back to the yellow. Yellow. You can see how dirty the yellow is getting already. Softly, softly. Bit more pure yellow. See if we can push that colour. Yeah, a little bit. Going straight into the pure. I've switched yellows to the cad yellow. It's a bit thicker. and it's a bit brighter. The thing that I did on this one was this border had both the background colour and then I'd used this reddy orange colour to put in a little tiny hand painted border, so it's got two borders. So I'm going to do that while the tape is in place. I could do yellow, but yeah, all it's going to do is just move the purple around and probably be a little dull. So I could use the green, and that will increase the amount of green that's there. And yep, I like the green idea because I think I can make this brush go nice and thin. I'm just going to practice a line. Yep, I am way too impatient to get a ruler or another piece of tape or anything like that. But if you're way more particular than me, then you could get another piece of tape to make that line more beautiful. I'm still being quite careful about removing the tape. And it's done! I liked the green, I don't mind the hand painted look, and I'm going to sign it in the border. If you're interested in all the different places that you can sign your artwork, I've just made a video on where and how to sign your artwork. Marion Chapman.